There we go. Yeah, hi. Welcome back to the Odyssey. I am Mike Odyssey, and yes, it's midnight. It's actually 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:28 in the morning as of the recording of this video, and my investigations continue because I just found something else related to the Nintendo Switch 2. Not wasting more of your time. It's Saturday. You got things to do. Let's get into the patent. Yes, we are right here at wipo.nit, and look at this, guys. Hey, looks fun, right? It's a controller. Let's go ahead and look at the actual definition. Or here we have the actual controller right there. It looks very different. Never seen this before, but it looks like what has a button here, another one here. And let's go ahead and read the abstract. It says a controller includes a substrate, a stick, and a function component. That's basically what it has. It's just one controller. It has this one here and then this right there. And a functional component. The stick is to be operated by a user. So I guess this is a stick right here. The function component performs a controller function and it is different from the stick. Okay. The substrate includes a front surface and a rear surface opposite to the front surface. The stick includes an arm that moves as the stick is operated. The arm extended from a side of the front surface towards the side of the rear surface. The substrate includes a circuit provided in the front surface and electricity connected to a functional component and a first sensor provided on the rear surface. The first sensor directly or indirectly detecting a motion of the arm. Okay, so this is in French, but basically it looks like it's like a magnetic thing, right? And I am speculating that this could be attached to those mechanisms that I told you about, the force feedback that you get on the actual joystick, the haptic feedback, right? That, you know, whenever you're playing either you're walking through the sand, you're swimming, you feel that haptic feedback in the joystick of the controller. And so it has some magnets and electricity and sensors inside this joystick here. This is a controller right here. It's actually just for the controller. The controller that I know of right here only has 2 buttons. This is very weird. I don't know what could this be used for. Maybe a VR headset with this controller, because it's just a controller you hold with one hand and you have the joystick here and you have the button right below it. Now let's go ahead and show you more images here, because they got more images here. Let's go ahead. You saw this one right here. Let's move on to the other one, and you can see here the actual joystick right there with all the components, and it's showing you the internals. Let's go ahead and go to the other one. Okay, geez, today. All right, so here we have it again. The actual joystick here component with the new kind of structure there, right? This is different from the Joy-Cons we have today. It looks like these are the magnets here. These are what electrical it has, all this part right there. And so that's the internal here. Let's go ahead and continue to look more. Here we have the actual joystick, and we have, look at this. This looks very different on the inside, right? Has this part right there, plus it has like these little 4 areas there, this little metal plate on top of it, and the joystick itself, right? And right in the middle it has this kind of thing right there, right? You can see the joystick here, and then towards the center it might have this, could be a button, could not be a button, could be just like the actual surface of the Joy-Con. This is just like the diagram, you know, it's like a diagram. You can't really see much detail, but the internals. Let's see here. We got a plate right there, another little plate there. This is another thing that's kind of weird, right? It has like a little thing here that kind of moves side to side, I'm guessing. All right, let's continue there. And yeah, basically this is the same image. It shows here that we have like that magnet right there. And there you have it. It's like a controller, right? Super weird. Then I found another patent. Okay, we have 2 patents in one. Let's move over to the other one. This one here it says charging control system and charging control device. Okay, this one is new, right? It's brand new. The present invention provides a charging control system including separable first and second devices. Separable, so hopefully that's the magnetic thing. You put the controllers on the switch. The first device includes a first battery, the first power management unit, a first switch that connects and disconnects the first battery with the first terminal for electricity, electrically connecting with the second device, according to the command from the first power management unit and the first resistor provided between the first battery and the first terminal. Let's go ahead and go over the images right here so you guys can take a look at it. It looks like a switch to me, but when it comes to what the diagram is kind of telling you, let's look at this diagram right here, right? We see what looks like Joy-Cons there, and what we see here on this other one, when it decides to load any minute now, okay, is we have, of course, they're not going to show the Nintendo Switch 2, but if we have a similar form factor, they'll just go with the Switch 1, right, and show the system itself. And then what we see here is basically kind of this here with little arrows kind of pointing this way. So, hey, it could be related to the technology, you know, kind of coming this way, right? So we have 40%, 60, and 60. Then we have 20%, 20, and 20. Then we have 80, 30, and 80. Don't know what that means, but it's there. Let's see, continue here. Then we have this very interesting diagram. Let's see if I can find it here. I saw it before. Right here, this one right there. Let's see if we can go. This is like a very interesting diagram here. Communication, power management unit, voltage, temperature, etc. Right? Of course, it's in Japanese, but it kind of gives you what it's actually doing. Right? This looks like this is one controller, and this is the other controller, and maybe from right here is how it charges, right, and connects to each other. So it's a really interesting patent, right, with information, but it has to do with kind of charging the controllers. And well, that's basically the Nintendo Switch does that as well. So it's a control system and charging device. Remember that every patent tells a story, it doesn't tell the full story. They could be just kind of reissuing a patent to kind of, you know, patent the updated version of the charging control system that the Switch 2 has, and they're using the Nintendo Switch models to illustrate this purpose. And so with this also, although it actually says a controller there, and I do believe that this is just one controller, this technology could also be referring to just the joysticks and the stick, but it actually just says very plainly there that is one controller with one joystick and one button. So I want you to, what you guys think? What do you guys think about these discoveries here? I like to research. You know, I like to research. I look to like the patents because, again, remember the patents we discovered before? The last patents we discovered actually talked about the magnetic part of the Nintendo Switch. The leak from MobilePad and from everybody else talked about the magnetic connection for the Switch, which was under patent that we discovered on the channel a long time ago. And there is also a couple more features that were in the patent that we discovered that is also part of the leak, right? The actual additional button on top of the joystick. And so those buttons were actually in a patent before it was on the actual leak, and they came to pass, right? We found patents with certain features and certain things, and it actually came to pass via the leaks that we just had. So this right here, although I honestly don't know what it is. Could be for Switch 2, could not be Switch 2. It has it's different. I've never seen that controller, that little square thing. I know it looks like a little Wiimote, right? But it's not. But let me know what you guys think, and that's gonna do it for today's video. Leave a like, leave your comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Never give up, and journey on. Peace.